So it's time for another Tony rant. In life, money has so much power over how we view ourselves. We've always been raised that if you have a lot of money, you're successful. If you don't have a lot of money, you're not successful. And so then you take this approach into the markets, right? And you go, all right, if I make a lot of money, I'm a very successful trader. If I lose money, I am not a successful trader. Right? We base it off of that. But is that true? Let's challenge that truth. I've been meeting with a lot of coaching students lately. By the way, if you want some coaching sessions, go to reallifetrading.com, hit me up. I'm happy to walk you through and help you in these crazy markets, help you to achieve your goals. Anyone can do this. Trading is just a skill. Learn the skill. A lot of people have this attitude of, I have to make money, especially when you have had a bad month. You've had a bad day, a bad week. I've got to make my money back. Why is that? So first thought on this is your ego is tied to your money, because realistically, why? Are you a bad trader if you have a red month? If you have a losing month, are you a bad trader? No. Everything works, just not all the time. We all know that. We all say that. We're like, oh yeah, everything works. But then when it doesn't work, we're like, oh my gosh, right? Everything changes. So your ego's in the way of, I can't finish the day, the week, the month losing, because that means I'm a loser, because that means I'm not a good trader, right? Wrong. Again, the definition of what success is in the markets. I can tell you one sure way to lose all of your money. As soon as you get the attitude of, I have to make money, that is the fastest death sentence in the market. As soon as you think, I have to make money, I have to make back the losses, I have to make money to pay your bills, whatever it is. This is why most good traders completely die once they trade full time. So before they trade full time, they're pretty good traders. They know how the markets work. And then as soon as they trade full time, meaning no other income to pay your bills, I have to make $5,000 by the end of this month or my bills don't get paid, right? I have to make money. Once that thought comes across your mind, you're dead. You will do nothing but blow up and lose everything that you have. Why is that? Let's walk through that. You can't control how the markets move. The only thing you can control is your entry, your risk management, and your targets. That is it. So once you have the attitude of, I have to win, you now are no longer accepting a loss. I'm going to put this trade on and it has to win. The problem with that is you have no control over that. So when you get into that trade and it has to win and then you lose, oh, no. Now I have to make back that loss and I have to win more. So then you go back and you put another trade on. And that next trade you put on, it kind of starts to not really work. And you go, no, I can't take another loss. So you just get out. Okay, I lost small. And then 5 minutes later, what does that thing do? Straight to target. You're like, oh my gosh, all right, okay. No, so now I'm gonna get in now. And you're getting in right when everyone else is getting out and then it crashes down, right? And you just stumble out of control. Why? Because you're trying to control the uncontrollable. How do you make money in the markets? You have a trading strategy. This strategy most likely is going to have a 50% win rate, which means out of 100 trades, you're going to put 50 into the losing pile and you're going to put 50 into the winning pile. Who cares about the one trade, right? After 100 trades, your profitable back traded strategy is going to have 50 losses and 50 wins, and you're going to walk out with probably 20, 30 Rs. Rs are risk units. Check out our videos on Rs. You can go and look them. You're going to make money after 100 trades, but in that 100 trades, you lost on 50 of them. You made money on 50 of them. That's how you make money in the markets. That's when I say accept the loss. What does that mean? That means the most important thing you can do is simply follow your plan. focus on following your plan, because if you have a successful back-traded strategy that after 100 trades can make some money, and by the way, it's not going to have an 80-90% win rate unless you're selling options. If you guys want to check out that, go to my credit spread masterclass. I'll show you how to have a 90% win rate. Check that out. Do that one. But if you're directionally trading, 50% win rate is probably a good expectation. If it's better than that, awesome. If it's worse than that, we need to make some adjustments, and you need to have bigger wins, and you need to figure out how to lose smaller, right? That's the formula. The formula in trading is I win, it's a coin flip. I win half the time. So how can you be profitable? Well, if I get paid $100 on heads and I lose $40 on tails, flip that coin a billion times and you'll be rich, right? Will there be times where you lose 5 times in a row? Yes. Will there be times where you win 5 times in a row? Yes. This is going to even itself out. But what happens is we understand this. We start trading and we take a loss. And we're okay, all right, cool. Well, that's my plan for sure. And you trade again, you take another loss. You know, all right, that kind of sucks, but you know, that's all right. You take another trade and you lost again. And then you start to freak out. Now your emotions start tying back to the success, because now you're losing all this money, and losing money in the world means not successful. But again, flip a coin 1,000 times. Is it possible to get tails 5 times in a row? Yes, at some point that's going to happen. So is it possible out of 100 trades, you're going to lose 3 or 4 times in a row? Yes. Again, our emotions pull us back into the one trade. It's all about the 100 trades. It doesn't matter about the one. So as soon as you start living and dying on the one, I have to make money. I have to make my money back. What are you doing? You're living and dying on one trade. You're either a failure or you're the smartest person in the world based off of one trade. You're screwed, because all that's going to do is raise emotion. And when emotion is high, even to the good side, when you're winning, and your emotions are high, people think high emotions is always like, oh, negativity. No, high emotions is also positivity in a way too. It's the cockiness. It's, I'm always going to win. Your emotions are high. Anytime your emotions are high, you're screwed in the markets. Whether that's emotions as I'm losing and I can't lose anymore, or the opposite side of the spectrum of I win all the time. I win all the time and everything I do is just right. Your emotions are high. You need to dial yourself back and get back to, cool, I've won 6 times in a row. Has that happened when I back traded? Yes. What's most likely going to happen? Some losses, right? Flipping the coin. Is it possible to get heads 6 times in a row out of 100 flips? Sure. What's most likely going to happen? Probably a tails, right? Like, it's not going to go heads for the next 45 trades, right? And 45 flips. So if you can just keep that perspective, instead of being like, well, what's wrong with me now? Because I just won 5 times in a row. Why am I losing now? Why? Because that's what the strategy is. The strategy is a 50% win rate. It's going to average itself out to 50 losses and 50 wins. So why care about the one trade? Again, you guys starting to see why this I have to make money or I have to make my money back is a death sentence. What you have to do is have a profitable trading strategy that you fully understand, you've back traded, you have confidence in, and you know it works after 100 trades. And then follow it. That's your definition of a successful trader. Following your plan. Why do we say that? Because it's the truth. If I want to make $10,000, what's the greatest way to get there? Figure out a strategy that's got a 50% win rate, and after 100 trades, it makes $10,000 in profits. And out of those 100 trades, you're gonna have 50 losses and you're gonna have 50 winners. What's the greatest way to get that? What's the greatest way to get to your goal of 10 grand? Follow the dumb strategy that makes $10,000 after 100 trades, which means you're going to have losses and you're going to have wins. You see how it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter if you win or lose on a trade. The only thing that matters is you follow a strategy that's going to pay you $10,000 after 100 trades or whatever that number is, right? We use ours, but I think this will make a little more sense on YouTube. Find a strategy that makes you your money, and then follow the strategy and quit worrying about winning or losing. Check yourself. If you have to make money, you will do nothing but lose everything you have. And that's coming from a guy who's done that multiple times. Until I finally realized this one concept. It doesn't matter about me needing to make back my money. By the way, I'm gonna have a negative month this month for the first time in a while. And that sucks. But does that mean that I'm a crappy trader? Does that mean I did something wrong? Does that mean my strategy is no longer valid? Does that mean I am just the worst trader in the world now? Well, I used to be a good trader last month, but this month, clearly I suck. So I might as well just give up, right? No, there's no truth behind any of that. The truth is there's times when my strategy works and there's times when my strategies don't. And the goal is to make more money when my strategy works and lose smaller when my strategy doesn't. So after 100 trades, I can finish the year and go, cool, I've made this much money. That's trading in a nutshell. There's nothing else you need to know. There's no other gimmicks or science out there. That's it. It's have a strategy that meets your needs. For me, I love credit spreads. I love the consistency of them. Does it suck when you lose? Yes, but I have a 90% win rate, so I don't lose very often. Are there months where I get my butt kicked? Yes, it happens about twice a year. The rest of the months, I win, right? So I can't let my losing months, like this month right here, I can't let this losing month make me scared to take another trade next month. See a perfect setup and be like, oh, I can't take that because what if it loses? Who cares if it loses, right? Who cares about the win and the loss? Who cares about the one trade? If you have the proper risk size on, meaning very, very small percentage of your account. If you have a $100,000 account and you're risking $500 a trade, you're going to have to lose on lots and lots and lots and lots of trades in a row to blow up your account. But why is it that after every single trade we take, we go and we just act like we're about to lose everything? It makes no sense, but yet our emotions cause us to do stupid stuff. Nothing of this makes sense. So start challenging yourself. What's the truth behind what you're feeling right now? Am I going to lose my entire account by losing on this trade? If the answer to that is yes, then my friend, you have way too much risk on. You are gambling. You are not trading. Gambling is I put money in and I lose all that money or I double it. That's gambling. Trading is not gambling. Trading is the casino. I'm going to lose a few, but I'm going to bring in lots, right? That's trading. They have a risk. They have an edge. They understand their numbers. They understand how the game is played. The casino doesn't lose $1 million jackpot and be like, I'm broke. This is the end of the world. I must not be doing this right. No, they understand I'm going to have losses and I'm going to have wins. There might be a week where they get it handed to them. They also understand there's going to be months where they make a ton, and that's all trading is. Have the right perspective and check. If that thought ever comes across your head, I have to make money or I have to make my money back. Stop that thought in its tracks. Get a piece of paper, write down that thought. I have to make money. And the next question is there any truth behind this? Answer that question. The next question, what's the best way to make money? Is it to focus on each individual trade, or is it the best way to make money is to have a strategy that makes this amount of money after 100 trades, has this win rate, and follow that strategy perfectly? This is where most people get beat up pretty bad in the markets, because they show up, they click a button and they go, I just made $500 in 10 seconds. I'm the smartest person in the world. Right? I'm like the best trader that's ever walked this earth. So they go to their grandma, they're like, hey grandma, I'm a new trader and I just crushed this, and give me 100 grand and I'll turn it into $1 billion in like 3.5 hours. Anyone can make money. A monkey can make money in one trade. Can you make money over 100 trades? That's the benchmark. Over 100 trades, what are your numbers, right? Our expectations going into trading is the exact opposite of what it really is, right? Let go of your ego, follow your plan, Put the work in to know your numbers behind your plan, and then simply trade it. Follow your plan. Who cares about the wins? Who cares about the losses? Will you have a losing day? Yes. Will you have a losing week? Yes. Will you have a losing month? Yes, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Follow the plan and you'll get your way out of it. That's the fastest way to pull yourself out of a losing streak. Just simply follow the plan and quit worrying about the one trade. If you're worrying about the one trade again, you have way too much size on. Okay. There's my rant for this month. Thanks for watching.